What's up, family? What is up? Okay, we got action. I've been waiting to talk to y'all for a couple of days now. Let me share the video. Don't go talking that shit I do. Wah, 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 wah. I should have changed that. We are live right now. I should have changed that thumbnail. They can't understand you. I want to tap in with the family. I want to give my birthday downloads to y'all. I want to talk to y'all about this Erykah Badu concert. What's up? I've been waiting to talk to y'all for a while. Tried to talk to y'all last night, but Spirit was like, no. The video froze. Spirit was like, just stay in the moment of the birthday. Don't worry about it. You can do it tomorrow. Make sure y'all like and share the video, because this is a real conversation right here. Thank y'all for all the birthday wishes. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all how all of my birthday stuff I had the most amazing birthday. Most amazing birthday. Most amazing birthday. Dream surprised me. Well, it really wasn't a surprise because I knew he was gonna do it. But he gave me exactly what I wanted, which was to go see Erykah Badu. And I want to talk to y'all about all of the downloads that I was receiving in that space. All of the downloads that I was receiving just throughout the entire day, that night, the night before my birthday, going into my birthday, after we got off the live with Mook and Conjure Queen. A whole bunch of downloads just started coming through, and I was just like, okay, I get it. I get it. And the number one, y'all, so funny, so amazing. The number one download that came through was that of self-forgiveness. And then it all came together after the Erykah Badu concert, or during the Erykah Badu concert, I should say. It all came together during the Erykah Badu concert. So powerful. Don't mind the thumbnail. I'm going to change that thumbnail leading into this video because obviously that's not what we're talking about. Today, we are talking about self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness so that you can regain your sensuality, sexuality, and self-confidence. Yes, Erykah Badu was in Houston just last night. Y'all, when I tell y'all it was so packed, first of all, it like seeing all of those black people, it is so amazing. Like you really get to see like, wow, black people are so interesting. Black people are such diverse, so different. So like the way that we show up is just so amazing. Like it's something amazing to see. So with that being said, I cannot wait to see y'all live and in person here in Houston whenever we do the Master Student Conference. I cannot wait to see y'all because I know everybody's going to show up with their own special, unique energy imprint, with their own je ne sais quoi, right? With their own presence. So I cannot wait to see y'all in Houston for the Master Student Conference. That is going down November 26th, right? That's going down November 26th. Tickets go on sale in 2 days, 10/10, October 10th at 10:10 a.m. is Central Standard Time, right? So that's going to be 11:10 on y'all time if you're in Eastern Standard Time. That's going to be 9:10 if you are, or is it 9:10? 8:10 a.m. if you are, West Coast or whatever. So I can't wait to see y'all because I'm telling you, black people are so freaking beautiful and so freaking amazing. Like y'all are so beautiful to just observe, And so let me say what's up to the family before I keep going. Like I said, I cannot wait to see y'all in person. And y'all need to make sure that y'all are on the live tonight when we go live with Travis Majors and Brother Yosef. We're going live tonight with the two brothers, okay? So y'all need to make sure that y'all are in the building tonight for that. Let me say what's up to y'all. What's up, Christelle? What's up, Iman, Lexi, DB, what's up, babe? What's up, Hathor, Natasha, Skies? What's up? I said, love y'all. So, how did I know that this time in my life leading up to this birthday was all about self-forgiveness? I was going to take my spiritual bath. I had told y'all while we were on the live with Mook and CQ that to usher in my birthday, I was going to take a spiritual bath at 12 o'clock, right? 12 o'clock on the dot. It's 10:07. Of course, Dream and I, we like, okay, let's try to stay up. So we start watching something on Netflix or whatever late at night. We end up falling asleep on the couch. We wake up at like 11:30. I'm tired as hell by now. So I'm like, am I going to be able to take this spiritual bath? I'm tired. I'm really sleepy. I really just want to get in the bed and go to sleep. But I was able to discipline myself. I started that water and was getting busy with it. You know, spiritual baths are rituals. You got your Palo Santo, you got your incense, your candles, you got your herbs, your oils. You got to bring all of this stuff together, especially in this type of way, me doing it for my birthday, right? So I'm getting all my stuff together and get the water running. I got it figured out. I know what's going on. But right as I was about to get in the tub, Spirit had kind of stopped me and was like, wait, you missing something. I looked around, but I couldn't perceive what I was missing from my spiritual bath at that moment. I thought I had got everything together. So I get in the spiritual bath and I realized that I forgot to light the incense and I realized that I forgot to bring a bottle of water. Now, having your incense, whenever you're taking a spiritual bath, y'all, you want to have all of the elements with you. So that incense really represents that air element. So I get in the tub and I'm like, damn, my spirit told me that I was missing something. I looked and I tried to observe for what I was missing, but I was so ready to just get in because I was already so tired. I was just like, okay, whatever it is, I'll figure it out. Get in the tub. I look at the counter. My water bottle is like over there. And when you are 8 months pregnant and when you're taking a spiritual bath in general, you need to have water because you can easily become overheated, whatever. I'm in the tub. The water bottle is way over there. I look on our little, we have a little windowsill. We have a little windowsill in the bathroom where the incense usually sits. And I look over there and I don't see the incense. And I ask myself, I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to get out of this tub, get this water, get this incense so it can be all the way right? And my spirit told me yes. It wasn't even 12 o'clock yet when I got in the tub. It was like 11:57. That first time that I got in the tub. Spirit was like, it's okay. The download came through because my higher self said, it is okay to start over. How many of y'all know that it is okay to start over? Some of y'all think you got to just pick up and keep going from where you are. You have to accept where you are. Spirit was like, it is okay to start over. See, y'all think that some of your spiritual experience, some of your mundane experiences, like forgetting to bring your water to the tub, forgetting to light your incense whenever you get in the spiritual bath, y'all think that stuff like that has no meaning. Spirit told me otherwise. You think stuff like that has no meaning. You think it's just happenstance, but really you're having a spiritual experience where you are having to realize some things. So in that moment for me, Spirit was saying, it's okay to start over. So I waddled my big 8-month pregnant self out the tub, grabbed the incense that I wanted, which was a love incense, grabbed the incense that I wanted, grabbed my bottle of water, and actually I was encouraged, I was inspired, I was downloaded with more stuff to add to my tub. I added some rose oil and I added some extra herbs. Like, y'all gotta understand, we be so in a rush. We be so in a rush to get somewhere, to accomplish some goal, to become something, that we forget some of the parts that go into making you be or manifesting whatever it is that you want to manifest. But Spirit wanted me to tell you, through my own experience, that it is okay to go back. It's okay to start all over. It's okay to hit a restart, to hit a refresh. And so that's exactly what I did. And when I did that, I was able to gain more to add to my bath that made my experience even more magical. See, some of y'all don't want to start all over. You want to keep going from where you are right now. And Spirit is like, no, you need a clean slate. Spirit is like, you need to forgive yourself so that you can start from fresh. See, a lot of times when we don't self-forgive, when we don't understand that we can start all over, we be having these internal battles, this internal fight, this internal judgment. We have this internal judgment that really stops us from walking in the new life, the new experiences that we are seeking to manifest. So Spirit said, you got to be okay with starting over. You got to be okay with getting up, getting out, and doing doing things back. Going back, doing a retake. So I want to talk to y'all really quickly about some things that go into self-forgiveness. But not only that, I want to tell y'all how Erykah Badu's energy really supported this understanding. All right? Erykah Badu is so sexy. That's how I'm gonna say it, right? Erykah Badu is so freaking sexy. She's so sensual. She's so sexual. She's so confident. She's so powerful. She's so powerful. Fully clothed. Fully clothed. No skin showing but arm. Literally. Arm, face, and neck. No skin showing but arm, face, and neck. But she has this very seductive energy. Which is how she was able to make an incense called Badu Pussy, and people actually buy it and patronize it, right? A person like Nicki Minaj, a person like Megan Thee Stallion, these women that we see in the media who are always showing their bodies, they could not pull off something like that. But you have this woman who has forgiven herself so deeply, who has accepted herself so deeply, who has held herself so accountable so deeply that her sensuality, her sexuality, her femininity, her energy really exudes beyond the external appearance. It's energy. It's something that you can feel. Right? And I'm not talking about like I wanted Erykah Badu or anything like that, but I could just feel this just lovely, sensual, powerful energy. And as we were watching the concert, Spirit had just downloaded to me, what you are seeing is someone who has accepted themselves so holistically. What you are seeing is someone who is fully embodying their magic. What you are seeing, really, did y'all just see the camera do that? Did y'all just see the camera start flashing? Let me know in the chat if y'all saw the camera just start going crazy. It just did something really crazy. Let me know in the chat if y'all saw that. Maybe it happened just on my side. If y'all did see it, then we got something in common. If y'all didn't see it, then that was just Spirit telling me I got that same energy. Let me know in the chat if y'all saw that. I says driving, so you ain't really watching, you just looking. Good. Good. You definitely need to just be looking. So y'all didn't see it. Y'all, I was looking at the screen that y'all are seeing on YouTube, and it just starts turning gray, and it does all of this like wiggly, crazy stuff, like it lost service or something like that in that moment. So that was for me. I receive it. But anyways, when I'm looking at Erykah Badu, first of all, Erykah Badu is a magician. She's a sorcerer. She is magic. And absolutely, Iman, it was confirmation. And why is it confirmation? And why am I talking to y'all about this? One of the things that really stops spiritual women is this fear of sensuality and sexuality and even self-confidence. It's, if I show up and I'm too bold and I'm too vibrant and I'm too bright, I'm going to make somebody upset. Somebody's not going to like what I have to say. Somebody's not going to accept me. If I express my sexuality, my sexual nature, I'm going to be judged. I'm going to be put down. I'm going to be looked down upon. I'm going to be called a hoe. If I express my sensuality, my sensual side, my seductive abilities, if I do that, I'm going to be judged. I'm going to look like I'm out here for everybody. I'm going to look like all of these different things. And so women, a lot of times, based off of our sexual experiences, we've locked ourselves down from full self-expression and full liberation. Full self-expression and full self-liberation. You're still holding on to those people that you've been with in the past, the judgment of your family, those bad decisions that you made. You know, those relationships that you were in that were toxic, that didn't serve you. The emotional abuse you've endured and the emotional abuse you've placed upon others. You fear, and I'm talking to myself here because it came through me, okay? It came through me. This whole understanding came through me. But I used to fear this energy, this pureness, this life-bringing energy. And it was because of, for a long time, before I started doing this spiritual work, for a long time I did not know and I did not understand myself. And so I believed everything that everybody else was saying or everything that everybody else was thinking, right? Everybody else's thoughts, everybody else's feelings, everybody else's understandings matter more than my own. And so that affected the way I approached the world and the way that I seen myself in the world. And so as I was in that spiritual bath, as I got that download that it's okay to start over, that it's okay to start fresh, that it's okay to press reset. As I got that download, I was like, I can let all of that shit go. I can let all of that go. See, it's no longer about what other people are thinking. It's more so about what you are thinking about yourself. See, that was the thing. That was the thing. I kept getting, my camera keeps on doing this flashy thing. Y'all don't even know. I'm glad y'all don't see it because that's powerful. Y'all still are getting the good stuff. But on my side, it's going all the way crazy. But to allow yourself to start over and to forgive yourself, not asking or seeking for forgiveness from other people, but forgiving yourself for the lies you've told yourself, the lies you've believed of other people, from other people, for not showing up fully and holistically as yourself. To forgive yourself, y'all, that's some next level stuff. That's where we got to go. Iman, you saw it this time. My girl. So I want to talk to y'all really quickly about some steps that you have to take in order to truly self-forgive so that you can be liberated in your sensuality, your sexuality, and your self-confidence. First thing that you have to get into is self-acceptance. You know what? How I knew this was my time right now of true self-forgiveness. I was listening to the song, I forgive myself. This girl says, I forgive myself and I release. Jiminelle, y'all go check her out. I forgive myself and I release. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I release. I listened to that song all day on my birthday until we left for the Erykah Badu concert. I listened to that song the entire day until we got ready for the Erykah Badu concert and we left. Okay? The first thing, though, is self-acceptance when it comes down to self-forgiveness. And when I'm talking about self-acceptance, I'm talking about you understanding. Geminelle is her name. Like Gemini, but with a nail at the end. Geminelle. Just put it in the chat for you. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I release. I swear to y'all, I probably listened to that song 12 times yesterday. No cap. 12 times. Okay? But the first thing that I realized that Spirit told me is that you have to self-accept. And self-acceptance really means seeking to understand why you have been who you've been and accepting everything that has led up to the manifestation of who you are. Because without self-acceptance, you're not going to change anything. If you don't accept, see, I had to accept that I was a person who did seek external approval. Why did I seek external approval? I dealt with abandonment issues. I didn't have no daddy at home. I felt like if I were to be great, if I were to do something good, this is when people are going to like me, love me, care for me. More specifically, if I do great, if I do good, my mother's going to show me love, my father's going to show me love. That experience, that childhood experience created a belief to where I decided, oh, there must be something that I need to do, that I need to prove that says I am worthy of love and validation. Okay? So I had to accept the person who I was, the person who I have become based off of those childhood experiences. If you do not accept it, meaning understand the how, understand the why, and not fight that, not resist that, and truly release that so that you can take steps forward, right? That's the first thing. And let me tell you, that self-acceptance process, oh God, that process alone could take years for some people. That process alone can take years. Okay? So the first step is self-acceptance. It's really, and here, let me give you a tip to help you with this. What I want you to practice doing is detaching. What I want you to practice doing is detaching from who you thought you were and simply observing yourself or observing those parts of you. Why is that important? That's important because a lot of times it is easier for us to forgive others than it is for us to forgive ourselves. Like when you're looking at somebody else's life, at somebody else's manifestations, at somebody else's shit, when you're looking at their stuff, it's easier to understand. You'd be like, oh, I get that. I see why that person act like that. It's because they this. They had that experience. They had this experience. This is who their mother was. This is who their father was. I can see that. I can understand that. I can accept that. I get it, right? You're not fighting who a person shows you they are, especially when you have an understanding of their background. Let me know in the chat if that makes sense to y'all. Okay? A lot of times it is easier to forgive other people because you can actually take a step back because you are not them. You can take a step back, you can observe them, and you can understand from a different perspective. So you have to do that for yourself as well. So I want you to emotionally and mentally detach from the experiences, detach from the thoughts, detach from the feelings, and simply observe yourself. Okay? Simply observe that. Because here's the thing. Here's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is that you are not those things anyways. So when we're talking about acceptance, we're talking about really accepting who you divinely are and understanding that those experiences and that those thought processes are what is supporting you in manifesting your greatest greatness, in being connected to your higher self. So you have to understand you had to go through those experiences so that you can work some of these false beliefs that you brought into this lifetime with you. So the first step is self-acceptance when it comes to self-forgiveness. The next step is self-accountability. The next step is self-accountability. See, a lot of times you accept your bullshit, but you don't take accountability for how you move forward in the world. Right? When I'm not being my best self, oh God, y'all. This is for all my ladies out there who struggle to apologize. You struggle to apologize, meaning you struggle with self-accountability. It's okay. I've been there too. It's okay. I've been there too. We're going to figure it out. But in order for you to truly self-forgive, you have to now become accountable for your actions. Because now when you become accountable, right, you're going to think before you speak and think before you do so that you don't continue living the life that puts you in a place where it's hard for you to forgive yourself anyways. Self-accountability. What am I doing? What am I saying? What am I thinking? How am I feeling? Is this in alignment with where I want to go, or is this a repetition of my past? Self-accountability. Self-accountability. The next step in being able to forgive yourself is you have to become accountable. You have to stop blaming other people for the manifestations of your life. Erykah Badu is not tripping on none of the men that she was with in the past. She like, ooh, good experience. I'm accountable for the part that I played in it. Thank you, babe. I'm accountable for the part that I played in it, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep thriving. When you become accountable, this makes you choose, decide. This means that you are thoughtful before you make any move because you want to be sure that what you are doing is in alignment with your highest good and the highest goods of others. See, it's hard to forgive people who keep on messing you over, ain't that right? If a person keeps making the same mistakes over and over and over again, you are not going to be able to truly forgive them. You're going to want to cut them off. You're going to cut them off, right? That's naturally what's going to happen. But what about when it comes down to you? When you keep having negative self-talk? When you keep not expressing your emotions, you keep pushing them down. When you keep not doing what is in your best interest. When you keep hurting the people who love you. You're not holding yourself accountable. Therefore, you cannot truly forgive yourself. Let me know in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. How you going to forgive somebody who keep on making the same mistakes over and over and over again? That same type of ideology, that same type of simple understanding, that applies to you as well. So you have to become self-accountable. You have to become self-accountable so that you hold yourself responsible for what you do and what you say. And here's the thing, y'all. Self-forgiveness is the key to your liberation. Self-forgiveness is the key to your healing, to your transformation. Self-forgiveness is the key to you being your divine sacred self. I'm telling y'all, the more you continue to, man, I'm telling you, a couple of weeks ago, I was not feeling my best. I was mad as hell. KJ right here, y'all. He being a good kid, though. He being a good kid. He not being disruptive. But now he bored, I guess. So, I was feeling all types of ways. Angry, just frustrated with myself at how I was acting and how I was feeling. But this was the climax to me getting this lesson, to me having this understanding, to me receiving this self-forgiveness download. I had to feel all of those things so that Spirit can give me the understanding, because now I'm refreshed, I'm renewed, and I'm holding myself accountable for how I feel, for how I speak, for how I'm thinking, for how I show up. So you have to hold yourself accountable so that you don't continue to do those same things that make you feel shame, that make you feel guilt, that make you feel like you cannot be your authentic self. All right? We got some ones in the chat, so that means you guys get it. The last thing, so once you've held yourself, once you've accepted yourself, like you understand your past, you understand that you were a child who've developed these beliefs, and that's those beliefs are the reason why you act in the way that you've acted. Once you accept that, now you can hold yourself accountable to do the opposite. So now I'm going to be accountable in how I think and how I speak and how I move. If I'm having a thought, if I'm having a feeling that is not in alignment with how I want to show up, now I am accountable in understanding that I can do something different, and I discipline myself to do something different. See, after you put in some work like that, this is when you really gain that self-confidence, that self-assurance. Now you are able to flow. Somebody had Christelle put flow in the chat. Yes. Now you are actually able to flow, which is where sensuality and sexuality actually comes from. See, to truly be self-confident, stop. You already know I'm live, so stop. Self-confidence is directly connected to your self-acceptance, your self-accountability, and it's connected to you being authentically you. See, one thing that Erykah Badu has shown us for years is authenticity. Being a differenter and being okay with that. Okay? Being different and being okay with that, y'all. That's where we really have to go. We have to be like, and I'm gonna tell y'all from my own experience, I've said this before. I used to be the girl at the parties, and everybody would probably be high, everybody would probably be drinking, and I'm seeing all type of spiritual stuff taking place. I'm seeing all type of spiritual stuff taking place, and in my mind, I gotta just get this out. I gotta say it. I gotta express it, and everybody else is like, "Damn, D-Ray, you talking too much." I had to. I didn't accept that. I didn't accept that at that time. Now I'm like, okay, well, I'm talking too much, but at least I know what's going on here. At least I know what's really happening. Y'all think that we just up in here partying and drinking, but spirit is really shaking some stuff up. You got to be okay with that. See, everybody that was at the Erykah Badu concert ain't got to be conscious. You got people up in there with their crosses on. You got people with mask on, no mask on. You don't know where these people come from. Stop doing that now. You don't know where these people come from. You got people coming from all different backgrounds, all different perspectives, all different ways of being. So what? Erykah still came in there, did her sensual, sexual, and y'all, it's not obnoxious. It's not obnoxious at all. But when I tell you sis was doing magic on all of us, sis was seducing all of us. Fully clothed. The only thing you could see on her body was her arms, her neck, and her face. But we were seduced. And we were seduced through such self-confidence, through such self-assurance. Through such self-assurance. I'm sure of myself. This is me. This is what I love. This is who I am. This is how I'm showing up. This is what I know. Her self-assurance, her self-confidence was seductive. I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all this place was so packed, this place was so packed. Sit down. I don't know where you think you're going. She sold out the arena. Sold it out. The magic that I saw from her was someone who had accepted herself, who held herself accountable, and who was sure of herself. And because she accepts herself so fully, because she holds herself accountable, because she is so self-assured, anything that she does is naturally going to entice you because you want to know, how the hell is she doing that? How is she feeling so warm, so loving, so magical? How is she doing that? How is she so, oh my God. And y'all, she was, when I tell y'all she was straight doing spells, she would make sounds like la 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 la, spell, raising herself up. She would put herself in this pyramid, y'all. She would put herself in this light pyramid, right? Like the light coming from the ceiling would put her in a pyramid. And when she put in that pyramid, she would start chanting. She was soaking up all of our energy like crazy. She was raising herself up. The pyramid that she was in, Erykah Badu knows what a Merkaba is. Or a Merkaba. Erykah Badu absolutely knows what that is. And so whenever she would go, she went into the pyramid like 3-4 times. A red pyramid, a green pyramid, a purple pyramid. She pyramided herself up and she would chant different sounds. I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of people in there did not know what the hell was going on. I knew what was going on. Dream knew what was going on. We like, oh, we in some shit. And it was powerful and it was beautiful. And everybody's energy, everybody's love. We were all enticed by Erykah Badu's energy, her self-confidence, her natural sensuality and sexuality. And all of our energies raised her up energetically through that pyramid. Do y'all smoke? Can y'all smoke some of that? Can you receive that? Can you see why you need to be so authentic? Why you need to be so self-assured? Why you need to forgive yourself? Why you need to let that go? Why you need to hold yourself accountable in this moment? Because when you do that, naturally your energy is going to attract certain people who don't mind raising you up. Ashe. Y'all need to feel that. When you are so authentic, so self-assured, and you've accepted yourself, you hold yourself accountable. You forgive yourself for who you've been in the past. You forgive yourself for believing the lies. You forgive yourself for placing your value into the hands of others. When you do that, you are going to attract people who want to raise you up to your God self. Erykah Badu has already been fully self-deified. And I'm telling you goddess to goddess type shit. She was so my I'm so my My was the first deity energy stream that I recognized within myself. And the messages kept on coming, right? When I first started on this spiritual path, feathers all along my path. Dreamwise would be like, damn, you always find the feathers. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. They just always end up on my path. Everywhere. They just end up, random feathers in so many places in all different kinds of colors. Feathers. And then once I started studying, I was like, oh shit, this is that my odd energy. And I was like, oh shit, well I am a Libra. I am got them scales going on for myself. Dream 100% is that Tahuti energy. 100%. Okay? So when you become so authentic, so self-assured, so self-confident, you are going to attract people who consciously and unconsciously raise you up. Erykah Badu was putting a spell on all of us, honey. She had on this jacket that had fringe coming from it. And after every song, she put them arms out like this and had those feathers, had those wings, had that Mayat coming through. Y'all know the Mayat statues every time. Arms going out, feathers coming out. Every single time. Or she would do this. She would do y'all can't really see. She would do the arrow, feathers. The one time she closed the jacket like this, and the fringe was coming down, and she looked like an angel. She literally looked like angel wings. This is self-deification. But I'm telling you, in order to get there, you got to let go of all that old shit that you still be judging yourself for. That you be like, oh, why did I do that? Why was I that person? You got to let that stuff go. And you have to feel you. Oh my God, Erykah Badu is so into herself. So much so that if you're not conscious, you could easily look at Erykah Badu and be like, damn, she be doing a lot. Just if you go and you look at Erykah Badu's Instagram page, look at how she shows up to these award places, look at how she does things. So into herself. And we've been taught, especially women, that's why we got to forgive ourselves. We've been taught that being into ourselves is wrong. And even now, we get the word narcissistic, self-absorbed. All of the things that a lot of us fear being called based off of the perception of others. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't show love to others. This doesn't mean that you don't give to others. This doesn't mean that you're not understanding. This doesn't mean that you will step on other people to get to where you got to go. This doesn't mean that at all, because that's out of balance. But I'm talking about being into yourself, feeling you. That's where you got to go. And the way that we get there, ladies, the way that we get there, gentlemen, for y'all who are in here as well, the way that we get there is first through self-forgiveness. We got to self-accept, be self-accountable. And after we are self-accountable, now we're self-assured that what we are doing is in alignment with our higher self. And this self-assurance leads to self-confidence. I'm confident in who I am because I accept myself. I hold myself accountable. I'm assured in what I am and what I do. Now I'm confident. And because I'm confident in myself, I am free to express my sensual, sexual self. But that doesn't mean that I got to be naked. That means it's just an energy. It's just an understanding that I am a creative being. See, sensuality and sexuality is really just creation. Can you seduce something into manifestation? Come on, spirit. How you be doing your dance, KJ? Like this? This your dance, KJ? Sexuality is simply creation. And Erykah Badu is creative as hell. Erykah Badu is so creative, it's so beautiful, it's so authentic how she creates, how she produces, how she puts out. Go look at her stuff. Like, I'm almost encouraged to buy some Badu pussy incense. Just because. I'm like, I'm gonna get that just because you're a magician and I love it. And I see you on that level. Like, the music is great. The music is great. Y'all already know a lot of her music has spiritual codes in it. You already know that. But to really observe that in person, observe that magic, that sorcery, let's just be real. She's a sorcerer. She's a magician. She had, I'm grateful to be conscious of it though. Because a lot of people are not conscious, and if you're not conscious, then you can be placed under many spells. If you're not conscious, you're constantly under a spell, right? That's what the news is, a spell. That's what the music that you listen to is a spell. That's what the movies that you watch are a spell. So for me, when I see Erykah Badu and I see her chanting and I see the way that she configures the lights in the show. I see what she's wearing. I see the symbols that she's doing in her body. I see the symbols that she's putting on her walls. When I see all of that, I'm like, I'm here for it. And I'm grateful to be conscious. I'm grateful to be aware of the magic. Because all I did was just light a fire under me that says, girl, just show up, girl. And that's all I'm telling y'all right now. Girl, just show up. Just show up as you, authentically you. Authentically you. Your energy is naturally going to entice men and women. Men, women, and children. Men, women, children, animals, nature, sun, moon, whatever you want to call it. That's naturally going to happen because you are. See, I want y'all to understand this about sensuality and sexuality. Like I just said, it's not about the physical act of sex. It's not about this. It's not about clap. It's not about that. It's about your ability to create, right? And whether you want to believe it or not, you're always creating. But what I want you to become conscious of is what space are you creating from? Because you're always going to be creating. So Erykah Badu last night was creating from a place of purity, from a place of light, from a place of magic, right? And true understanding of self. Because you're already divine. You're already sacred. You are already the bomb.com. You're already that. But you got a whole bunch of other stuff you got to work through in order for you to really be able to create in the way that you want to create, where people want to buy from you. People want to serve you. People want to give to you. I mean, it's just what it is. Mommy's done now. You want to say hey to the people? No thanks. This boy literally said, no thanks. Come back though. You're not going yet. All right, y'all. Let me get off of here. KJ is like, yeah, I'm done with all of this. Love y'all so much. Here's what I'm telling you. Forgive yourself. Go listen to that. I Forgive Myself and Release by Jim and Elle. Actually, you're about to help me pack packages, sir. We love y'all. We got to get y'all packages out. If you purchased recently, you about to receive your packages like now. We're about to get it out. I'm about to do that right now while I'm here. And I love y'all. I love y'all. Forgive yourself. How do you do that? Self-accept, self-accountable, self-assured. Self-accept, self-accountable, self-assured. Accept your past. Accept the belief that you've created through those childhood experiences. Then hold yourself accountable to do something different. After you do that, now you got self-assurance because you know that you are in control. That leads to self-confidence. Now that you're confident, now you know you have the power to seduce and to create anything that you want. And it don't gotta be. I mean, you can do that fully clothed. All right. So love y'all. Here's the thing. Y'all need to make sure that y'all are live and in the building with us. We go live with Brother Yosef and Travis Majors tonight on Dreamwise's page. You don't want to miss that. Make sure you're in the building for that. Secondly, make sure you are prepared. Tickets go on sale for the Master Student Conference. These tickets go on sale on 10/10. They're gonna go by fast, especially if you are gonna come in person. Thirdly, vendors, people who want to vend, we're gonna talk to you. That's gonna be, you gotta get vetted. That being able to vend is not something. KJ, you're not slick. Being able to vend is not something that you're going to be able to just buy on our website. We gotta feel you out, right? We gotta feel if that's what we want to do with you. Iman, you already know that's what we want to do with you, so I'm gonna give you that information soon. Love y'all. The baby registry is in the description of the video, so if y'all want to support Baby Kim and the Dream and D-Ray Wise family, if y'all want to support us, the baby registry is not yet, sir. You're about to help me pack packages. If you want to do that, the description or the link to the baby registry is in the description. It's for Amazon. So if you buy something, it's going to get shipped directly to us. All right? Peace. KJ, I just said